Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kelly with Kelly Travel Adventures. Today we're in Big Bend Ranch State Park. Don't get it confused with Big Bend National Park. Two totally different parks here. Now this Big Bend Ranch State Park, she's a pretty big one. It's 300 and something thousand acres big. Big old wide open country. Now, I would highly recommend that if you live on the Gulf Coast all your life, piney woods up north, man, I would come see this country if I was you. This is different. It's big country. It's wide open. Look at that pretty blue sky there. Not a cloud in it. You got solar on your rig. This is a good place to camp here with solar. They have numerous campsites around. Some of them are pretty rough getting to, some of them are not. If you're in a big coach or big travel trailer, you probably stay at the front of the park and maybe take your tow vehicle and venture to the rougher stuff, you know. Just make sure you got a spare, and make sure you Google it before you come and kind of make an itinerary of what you want to do. There's probably 100 miles of trails in here that you can walk, ride horses, whatever you would like to do. And there's caves with cave paintings, and man, there's a lot of stuff. Petroglyphs or something, whatever they call them dang things. Something I can't say. But yeah, it's real nice. But kind of make your plan before you come. That way things will go a lot smoother, I think. And bring a spare tire, because there's thorns out here and rocks and a lot of things that can blow a tire out. So these little green plants you see here beside the road, I think they call them greasewood. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure they're called greasewood. And then you can see some yucca plants, and you see some rocks too. There's a lot of rocks. Man, can you imagine coming through this with a covered wagon? Holy moly! That would be tough, wouldn't it? The rocks, the things that are sticking you and poking you. And we're not too far from the Rio Grande right here. Matter of fact, this state park does run to the Rio Grande, and it does have you can get down by the river there, the Rio Grande, which borders Texas from Mexico. That one. And there's some little mesquite trees there. You can see some of the little mountains there. A lot of these mountains are flat tops. They're kind of flat on top. Got some land up there. That bush there to the left there of the screen is the Ocotillo bush. There's another yucca. And it seems like the further you get back into this park, the front part is kind of real hilly, and then it's kind of flat, and then it kind of gets hilly again, and it gets rough, and then it gets smooth. It's kind of weird. But you can see the main road here is pretty damn good right here. Pretty nice. I'm in my old 1988 K5 Chevrolet Blazer, blazing a trail. And you can see there's not much grass, but they do have javelina out here, mule deer, desert bighorn sheep are out here. They have wild burros out here. I've seen them, but I couldn't get quite close enough to get a picture of them. There's some longhorns running around. I've seen them. I just didn't have my camera with me to film them when I seen them. But yeah, look at all the yucca plants. But it's just pretty country, you know. Oh, there's rabbits out here. A lot of birds out here too. A lot of birds. And the javelinas. Don't know what a javelina is. Go ahead and Google it and take you a meter. Mule deer. Wild burros. Probably have some panthers out here. Mountain lions. Foxes. Coyotes. Lizards of all shapes and sizes. And of course there is rattlesnakes out here too. You gotta keep one eye open for them while you're trekking around out here. Probably a little better off if you come in the winter time. That kind of eliminates them some, but on a warm day they will still come out. And as you can see, we're not passing very many people, are we? Kind of got it all to ourselves here. And that's the way it is out there. Nice and quiet. All you're going to hear maybe some coyotes and maybe some airplanes. There's some airplanes fly over here. And at night, oh boy, the stars at night. Holy moly, they're nice. I should have included, I took some night shots, and I should have included some in this video. I got one more video I'm going to post. It's coming off the main road going to Fresno Camp. And that's a rough road there. You'll see that in the next video I post about Big Ben here. And as you can see right now, the road's just smooth as silk. But don't get me wrong, they ain't all that way. It gets a little rougher as you go. But I think they offer horseback riding and stuff that you can tours from the ranch there, the Parks and Wildlife headquarters that are located here on the ranch. You'd have to Google it and check it out. I would check this place out thoroughly because it's so big you just can't see it all unless you stay here a while. So you kind of got to have it planned out what you're going to do, you know. And if you do that, I think you'll come out way better ahead, way more better than I did. That's a pretty cool little old mountain there, you know. It's just the stuff around it just eroded off the top of it. The top of it's still there. And most of this soil, I believe, is volcanic. Seems like it, looks like it to me. And very quiet here at night. Like I said, you might hear a coyote and an airplane, but that's about it. And like I said, 300,000 acres for you to roam around on. Get your money's worth out here. Oh, and before you come out here, make sure you got a full tank of gas too, because it's about 30 miles from the gas station out here, and it's 30 miles back, so that's 60 miles right there you got to go with no gas. And for my old 88 Chevy Blazer, I had to really pay attention. It only has like a 24-gallon tank. So, and it don't get no 20 miles per gallon either. It's about, I think I got out here, I think I got a big whopping 7 driving down these dirt roads, 7 miles per gallon. There's an acacia bush. And you can see some prickly pear now. You can tell the country kind of changes as you go. You're seeing a lot more acacia, and it gets more and more prettier, and the country changes. There's a little wash in the road, but yeah, it's real cool out here. Really cool. Here's some more acacias, and some of these were actually blooming too, and they have some real pretty bloom, these acacia bushes. There's some more prickly pear, and a lot of prickly pear right there. And see, the mountains are pretty big here. You'll see electric line or electric poles and wires running through here. But I think that was back when this was a working cattle ranch, and I don't think they actually work no more. So yeah, if you're thinking about coming out here, plan it real good and you'll have a good time, I guarantee. Look at all them acacia bushes. You'll have a good time, I guarantee it. And there's plenty to see, plenty to do. And I don't know if I'd come out here in the blazing summertime or not, because it's probably pretty hot out here. But this is October, is when I filmed this, was in October. And it's pretty nice. Got about 75 in the daytime and about 60 at night, 58, 50 maybe. And like I said, you know, there was even yellow flowers blooming. You'll see some yellow flowers beside the road. You know, and I think that's pretty not too common for this country, so I think it had probably rained not too long before I arrived there. You know, maybe a week before or so it probably rained here. You can see the yucca plants with their stalks sticking up. And it's amazing how many animals are out in this country, but you'll see them. They're there. Like I said, lizards galore. But anyway, I think from my camp to the headquarters was 12.5 miles of this road right here. Well, 2.5 miles, so it's about 10 miles. No, it was 12 miles from my camp to the headquarters of this road. And now you can see the road's starting to get a little bit more rougher. Jingo's acacia bushes. And then you can see the road there. It just keeps going, keeps going. And you go down the hills and into big flats and then up the hill again. From rough to smooth, from smooth to rough. The road just changes, the country changes. And there's a big old prickly pear. But sure is fun out here. If you like peace and solitude, and this is the place. It's real peaceful. But anyway, I'm gonna hush her up right now, let y'all enjoy the rest of this video. And hey, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And maybe if you would consider subscribing, that sure would help me out a lot. But anyway, big thumbs up. Talk to y'all later. Adios, amigos. There's 2 or 3 minutes of this video left. Y'all be sure and enjoy it to the end. I'm gonna set it to some music. Adios.